Guys, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about the shift that happened last night, specifically around the Super Bowl, the NFL, specifically more so focused around the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar. We're going to talk about what he said. I told you guys many times in my past two videos that I didn't really feel the energy was what a lot of people have been saying. I felt like it was more like more spoken words. And you can kind of see it in my video as well. I laid out the cards and I showed you three cards and I went through all different plausibility, right? But sometimes when you read, you're seeing the smaller picture. But when you put all three plausibilities together, you see the bigger picture and you blow out, you end up understanding, oh, maybe the frequencies and the energy that we're all reading was just the game. And that was just the game. But then as you blow out, you can kind of see where we really need to focus on, which was around that shift that was happening. That's why I did the two-part video. But I find it to be really interesting. So if you haven't already, go check those two videos out. The NFL, Super Bowl, 45 showing up. And then we talked about the shift and we looked at the landscape to find out what exactly was going on. And there was indeed something that was happening that day. So we're going to take a look at that. And then in another video right after this, I'm going to record anonymous and find out what their message is and whether that's going to do something. Without further ado, let's begin. Today's video is none other than Monday, February 10th at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when I am recording it. Everything in this video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only as well. So if you want to help out the channel grow more and more, I do appreciate all the effort that you guys have been putting in. And I want to say I will be getting back to you with all your responses and comments. So definitely be on the lookout for that. So thank you for all you guys who have been engaging with the content. You can do so by liking, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, or commenting in the comment section below. You can also watch this video longer than you normally have, and you will be engaging with the content in some formality. It tells the algorithm, hey, I like your content, show me more, and also show you my content, but also other second tarot card videos and astrologers as well. So it helps me, help you, help everybody. And I don't take any money, I don't take any super thanks or whatnot. I just take whatever the ads are, and I actually take the money and I put them back into you guys. So the more you watch the ads, the more you get the money, and it gets invested back into the channel. So anyway, without further ado, let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. I think there's going to be a lot of important information. So let's start. So I wrote down exactly what was being said during the Super Bowl. I could not show you guys the clip because particularly the clip is it might make this video get taken down because maybe it's related to some sort of music or there's copyright. So I didn't want to risk it, so I wrote it down on my little whiteboard. So here's what it said. It says here, the revolution's about to be televised. You picked the right time, but the wrong guy. And the song is a spin-off of his original song, TV Off, by Kendrick Lamar. So for those of you guys who did not watch the game, it was better you didn't, because obviously his message was TV off, and he kept repeating to turn your TV off. Because I told you guys in some way that there was almost like anything that 45 does is very almost like spell inducing in some way. And that's why he was saying that. I find it to be really interesting though, because we talked about how the shift was definitely happening. That was something that I was very certain of, that there was definitely a shift. I was not certain of anything big or happen, like on an attempt or anything like that. I wasn't really seeing that, but I was seeing a shift, and this was the shift. So let's talk about it. So, spirits and angels, tell me, what is it that Kendrick Lamar? Because remember, guys, this is his song, and he took that song and he kind of changed the lyric. This is the lyric that he changed, which means this is the message. When I ask what that message is, what is the message that Kendrick Lamar was trying to say to everybody yesterday? What was the message that Kendrick Lamar was trying to tell people at the NFL Super Bowl halftime show? So tell me to bring this sideways, so I'm going to keep it the way it was before. The bottom of the deck is justice. Top of the deck is restrictions. Okay. What other deck can I use? Okay, they're telling me to use my index cards. So the way it works is that every color in this index card, in this index deck. It's either colored or white. White means minor arcana. Colored means major arcana. All right, so spirits can tell me what exactly we focusing on. Yellow. Okay. Is this the one? Okay. What other color are we looking at now? Red. So we try to find something that is like symbolic of the color that's on the card to kind of match the energies and the frequencies. Yellow. I'm seeing another yellow. Is this the right one? Okay, so they're telling me I'm getting the wrong color blue. Is this the right blue? Yeah. Okay, so here's the blue. Is there anything else? Is this the white? Okay, we got the information. Let's go and take a look. Let's see what they're trying to tell us. Alright, so the first thing that we get here is yes. So yes to the Four of Pentacles. So there's a yes card here. To the Emperor reverse, we have fake. Okay. On the Hierophant reverse here, we have failure. Okay. The World card reverse, we have domestic. Okay. Underneath the Page card though, we have winner. Page of Pentacles reverse, we have the winner. Interesting. Into the message indeed. It's ironic because each one is perfectly put. Perfectly put. Now, I just wasn't sure if these index cards would actually be as effective, but I can certainly say for the past couple of readings in time that I used the index card, they were phenomenal. Oh my god. Okay, let's just read and I'll go from there. Okay, so we're asking a question about the message that Kendrick Lamar was speaking about. The first card that we get here is the Judgment card, and it's heading towards the past. Now, the Judgment card in this specific deck, the American Eclipse, specifically talked about the election. This is heading towards the past, which is why it's in the past tense here. That is the way in which it was shown. So this is the past, this is the future. This is heading towards the past, which means there is a challenge of the past coming towards the future, but it has to relate to the election. It's also talked about a judgment. This is talked about a call to the people. You ever seen that song by the French, like almost like a musical, but it's like about the French Revolution, and it's like a general who was killed and he was for the people, for the French Revolution people. And then once he died, they were singing Les Mourez. It starts with L and then ends with an M. It's a very famous movie. People like that. That is kind of like what it felt like. It felt like an ambience where a group of people use this. So you ever seen like the movie The Hunger Games where everybody's like, like that? Where everybody co-joined together in unity? It felt like that. It felt like, in essence, it was a message for the people, for the resistance. That's what it felt like. For the left side, though, we have the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles means holding on to something. So yes, there was a message, it was holding on to the message. Right? It was holding on to that message, holding on tightly. So we're not willing to let this go. On the right side of those, we have the Emperor, which is normally indicated as 45, or felon 45. We have the Emperor reverse, and the Emperor reverse is further clarified by the fake card. It's ironic, like I said, it's ironic that this came up. The index cards are working as they should. But I'm actually kind of shocked because this was, again, I could not see what the words were saying. This was just all what they were telling me to grab, and this was essentially what came up. Fake. Okay. The Hierophant reverse here, which is the government. This is the government card. This is the government, right? It's a failure. Failure. Now, what's interesting enough is that actually the way the NFL game was playing, people were saying no, that they were booing everybody. But apparently, according to other news sources that were playing NFL in other countries, they had a different dynamic, a different understanding, different perspective. So not all is what it seems at the game, right? Not all is what it seems, right? Where people were booing somebody, they were actually cheering, and vice versa, they would change. The failure card is also talking about the failure of the magic that was happening that day. There was a failure, a drop in the magic, right? The illusion has failed. That is that Hierophant card. There was a failure there. That's why I was telling you guys it's good that we boycotted or just didn't watch. Even if it was playing in the background, you were not physically engaged with the content, you were not infected. But the people who were, they were affected. underneath the Page of Pentacles reversed, the Page of Pentacles being the winner, something being handed over to you or finding something. It almost feels like this person found like a tooth fairy or found money. It's almost like they found a tooth that was hidden underneath their pillow. And you find that little tooth and they're like, oh my God, I got money. It's kind of like that. That's what it felt like. It was just a sense of joy. It was reversed. It was telling me the winner is not feeling that. It's not feeling that sense of joy. It was supposed to, but didn't. That's why that card came up as winner. It's also ironic that, the Philadelphians won. I said whoever was further was from, I said whoever was not at the home base. So apparently the Kansas and the Philippines, I keep saying the Philippines, Philadelphia, those teams were both not at their home base. They were in Louisiana. But it makes sense though because I said it felt like it was further. So essentially it would be Philadelphia because Philadelphia was the furthest one from Louisiana compared to Kansas, which is interesting nonetheless. For some reason, it gives me something a little sketchy here as well. I don't know exactly how that will play out in the sports team world, but I'm sure that you guys will make your own inferences on that. Underneath here, we have the world card reversed, which means the world is upside down. We all know that. That's the feeling. It also feels like there's not an ending that's coming. Normally, the world card means an ending of something. It's a complete cycle, right? The world card is that, it's that full wreath going all the way around. It's reversed, which means we are being shadowed by the lion versus the bull. The lion versus the bull. That's what kind of like it felt like. And it's reversed, and it indicates this is going to be a continuing theme going forward. This is not the last thing. And here is followed by domestic. Right? It's interesting that it's clarifying that the world card means global, right? It means everybody as a collective unity, as a collective. This is specifically hinting, no. What's going on? This is a domestic problem. This is not a major problem globally. This is a problem within the United States. It's further amplified by the top of the card, which means restriction, which is represented by, I believe, by the Eight of Swords, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of Swords, yeah. What is being restricted? We have the Three of Wands. That is that entertainment. There is something here because this is like people watching and overlooking something at gameplay. There is some sort of restriction in how things were done and how things were perceived and how things were shown. There is that illusion again that's being cast. I also feel like there was something with the game that was a little wonky. I didn't watch the game, so I don't know what that would be. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Eight of Pentacles reversed, which means something is in the works or something is in the plan. And what is in the plan? We have the Queen of Cups, that resistance. There's some sort of capping of something that is being restricted. Again, that cup has a lid on, which means they are restricted within the confine of the cup. Now on the bottom, we have justice. Like justice is going to be served. And here you have 45, which is represented by the Page of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles reversed. And that is 45. And here you have the Queen of Pentacles, the woman. And here you have the Two of Cups, the woman. This is the agreement between the American people and the voter and the president. And here you have loss. But there will be an awakening. That's the Hangman reverse. And the Lover's card, which is my Biden-Harris card, which is the connection between the two. A revelation about the incumbent. And here's the Five of Pentacles. So, honestly, it feels like, and I don't want you guys to feel like, oh, she can go in. No. Like I said, it takes time. It takes time, and she needs to be able to be on her own time. Like when she called for it, she will be called to do it. But we need to be able to go through this together as a collective, and I get that is hard. I get that is not easy, and it certainly isn't easy for anybody. It's not easy for any of us. And I want you to know you're not alone. Just don't obey, don't comply, and just remember she'll be your guy. So anyway, let's begin, and we're going to ask about if they have any final messages for us, specifically regarding the messages and the shift that happened. The shift definitely did indeed happen because there was a message that was sent out. Just keep that in mind. There was a message that was sent out. Now, imagine the energy that we currently feel right now. Think 45 had taken off, or even better yet, when we went into this new year. Imagine all the energy amplified if Harris was the one being inaugurated. Imagine how much danger the world would be in. So, again, it's that illusion. We're gonna have to do another video on this because if you have watched my Treasury video, I specifically spoke about how they were trying to access the Treasury because that had classified information hidden behind the paywall of the Treasury Department, revolving around information revolving around 45, and they were trying to get access to that. So I kept seeing a scenario, a two-way scenario where there was the current administration everybody knows is currently in power, but then you also have a hidden administration hidden behind the scenes, and there was that shadow government, the first time you ever had a shadow government. And it's going to be like a kind of like a dynamic that's going to be playing out, and I would love to read on that to kind of find out. Um, I would love to find out what that might mean, what it might indicate, stuff like that. So we'll see. All right. I gotta make more cards, so if you guys want to suggest new words, let me know in the comment section below what other in-deck cards that I should put on, including words, just to kind of get a better understanding about what exactly we're reading on. Just to help clarify information a little bit more better than the tarot cards. Alright, so let's begin. Let's see, Spirits and Angels, what card tarot deck do you want me to use next? Just one? And they want me to use this one, so we're going to use this. Let me just grab a little water in my throat drying up. Okay. You want to tell us more about Kendrick Lamar, Spirits and Angel? Tell me about Kendrick Lamar. What is the message? So there's a challenge here, heading in the right direction. Okay, heading towards the future, I guess. Okay, I really need to, what's it called? This is beautiful. Okay. This is astonishing, is all I gotta say. What's the bottom of the deck? We have unnatural, because it's natural, it's unnatural. And on the top of the deck, we have foreign, domestic, because it's not foreign, because we have community flag, travel is reversed, which means this is foreign, and it's telling me to stop reading, so it just sent. All right, so let's take a look. Let's see what is the message. What is heading towards this way? Let's see, what is that? We have, okay, so happiness is upright and it's facing towards the past, which means happiness in the past, but it's going in the direction of the future. So whatever this is, it's telling us that there was possibly sadness or happiness for a certain group of people, but that is ending for them in some way. Now, further acting in the spirit, what information are we getting in regards to Kendrick Lamar's message to the people, specifically the resistance, but also to 45? So let me tell you, because there's a lot of information here. The first card that we have Spirit. And this is the ghost, right? This is Halloween, October. Again, we have another rip card, RIP, which is ironic because we have a rip card here. Towards the end, the exact position, but on the opposite side, polar opposite. But this one was reversed, this one became upright. This is a start of a transformation, a start of a cycle. The shift has begun. Here, this is a message, a communication, a text from Spirit. This was a message. Right, we talk about this being a message. Who is the message for? It's a message between the Vance 45 administration. Right, you see the two males here on top. Right, it's a message for them that their luck has run out. Their luck has run out. The pentacle is reversed. Now it's interesting too because I spoke to you guys many times saying that I got my second channel and I wish I could get the book right now, but I can't. But if you guys all remember and recall, I spoke about how I was receiving a psychic channel and they kept saying, don't worry, his time has run out and he will be punished in some way. He may not be punished under the eyes of the justice system, but he will be punished in other means necessary. And this is the luck card. The luck card has run out. So the message is, again, holding on the message that his luck has run out. It's further amplified by containment reverse, which means this is an illness. Wherever this was, there was an illness that was spread on a specific day. I think we will hear about whether that is a mental illness, whether that is a physical illness, a manifestation of maybe tuberculosis or what's it called, bird flu, or I don't know, whatever disease is out there. But there was a manifestation either of the physical manifestation of the disease or the mental, but it's one or the other. And again, like I said, there was some sort of spell that was cast, but it failed miserably, and it's going to start backfiring, and we're going to start to see it soon. There's a caution here, a caution about what was happening. So there was a caution. So we have a start of a shift that begun. There was a message to the people in positions of power, which is 45 and House Lover. And we have the luck has run out, and there's a lack of containment, and they have to be cautious because there will be a change that is coming. Whether they want it or not, there will be a change that is imminent and is on its way. And here's the death card, a transformation, a change in trajectory. Now, doesn't mean that there's an ending to, 45 reign, but there's an ending of something and a start of something new, a new cycle, a new shift. Underneath the start of a transformation, we have here the time has run out. Like tick-tock. Like tick-tock means the time is you still got time. It's reversed, the time has run out. And it's further amplified by a state of confusion. Now we're going to start to see something start to play out. This was the kicker. And I get it. A lot of you all were like, nothing really happened. There was something happen. Just because things were not as they seemed does not mean it did not happen. Again, you were brought into this idea of expecting something big. Well, I try to tell you guys, stay away from that. Look more at the bigger picture. Yes, it's easy to get fooled because the energy is so prevalent that it's easy to to see from one perspective. But when you start to take all comedies and all likely outcome, you look at it from a bigger picture, you see the game playing, you see the message, you see the shifts, you see it playing out. Sometimes it's easy to sometimes take a step back and see the bigger picture. Not saying that those people, the other leaders were wrong. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that, it's easy to get different perspectives. It's easy to get lost because, again, like I said, I showed you live on the video how the tarot cards were saying that these things were happening, right? So the tarot card readers were not wrong. They were not wrong. But when you start to combine all the plausibility and possibility, and you combine them all into one, you see a bigger picture, and oh, that's the game plan. It picked up on the game. But if the tarot card could not discern the difference, and it tells you one or the other. But when you combine all the plausibility together, you get a bigger picture. Go watch that video. I guarantee you'll understand when you watch the video. So, going back underneath the message here, again, we have the health reversed again. This is the health being reversed. Right? This is the health card reversed. It's the message of illness. Whether it's of the mental or of the physical. I think this is more of a spell, so I'm going to say it's more of more of the mental aspect. It's more like a psychic attack. Underneath the two males here, how do I know that they were talking about and referring to those in the White House? We have the home, right? An attack on the home. It's further amplified by the Republican and the young male, which means luck has run out for the young male as well. This is Couch Lover, right? We all know who Couch Lover is. But essentially, the luck has run out for him as well as 45. It also means, too, this is 45, and this is Vance, right? It's the two or one or the other. Luck has run out. There's also, at the same time, it also means that luck has run out for the Democrats and the Republicans, right? So keep that in mind as well. Underneath the virus card, what is being unleashed? We have here the good, the angels, right? The devil card is reversed. Something is going to be unleashed now. Something is going to be unleashed that is of the good, not of the bad. Underneath the cautious card, though, which means cautious of the justice, which maybe it's indicating to me possibly justice may not be able to do the job, so other people will take the means of justice to themselves. Essentially, they're going to Luigi you, is what I'm saying, Luigi. So it's that cautious card. That color, it means I do. The color yellow means I do. In the yellow chakra, this is your solar plexus. It means I do, and I take justice upon myself. I would not be surprised if we're going to get some people trying to be a hero. What do you call vigilante? Would not be surprised if that is where the outcome that we're heading towards. Because if the justice system cannot do its job, someone will take justice upon themselves. And here we have the rib card, yes being reversed. The yes being reversed is indicating no, it's not the physical death. So no, it has nothing to do with the physical. But there will be a major transformation that is taking place. It's interesting because it tells you about the cautious, be cautious about what's coming. And underneath this card here, we have that red pickup truck or this red car. But I kept saying how there was going to be a big car, was going to be an explosion with Tesla or had to be something related to Musk in 45. It turns out on New Year's Eve, we had an explosion at Trump Tower or the Tesla. This is reverse. It's telling me here that something is not yet on the horizon, but it's on its way. Right now, we're in this beginning phase, and this is what's going to play out up until the transformation starts to really take shape, and officially until we mold into it. Now, I want to take a bigger picture here and try to understand on a more grandeur level about what exactly are we reading. We have the spirit in reverse, which means the cycle has begun. A cycle has begun. Time has run out. There was a state of confusion around that. People were confused about what it is that was being referred about. Here we have a message from the spiritual world about not of the physical, but of the metaphysical. So this is what it's referring to. The two males in the house, the home, right, the values, who we are as a representation of the people, and the home of happiness. Here we have luck has been turned over for either for the Republicans and Vance or for the Democrats and the Republicans here in the United States. This could be the ending of the two-party system. Here we have a lack of containment. Something cannot be confined anymore. And it has to be because of the angelic, the angel, the good people, the goodness. Something will be reversed. Here you have to be cautious because justice may not be served in the way that justice is normally served. And because of that, it could lead to this outcome, which is a death or a transformation. But also, there's a transformation that is currently underway. Even if the death does not happen, which it does not, because it doesn't look likely, but there may be people who may take upon themselves to do the justice that they want to do. And underneath the flip card here, we have the yes. And the yes is reversed. That no, it may not be of a physical death, but maybe a death of the way things currently are now. And here we have something that's going to be on the horizon. It's not yet over. It's not yet completed its horizon cycle. Actually, believe it or not, I think that if I'm correct, this feels like the sun is going down, which means it's ending. This is just the beginning. That makes sense. This is the beginning card now. So it's the beginning of the shift. The top of the card here is we have foreign, like foreign, what means domestic. So it's domestic because it's reversed. And it's followed by unnatural. What is unnatural? We have here the key. There's a key here, a message about balance, a harmony with communication. So again, like I said, that there was a lack of communication. There was some sort of illusion that was cast upon American people that the global sees, but not the people. And here we have, because of one individual, there's a link to everything. And because of this one link, I see what I speak. This is the third eye card. This is the color purple. I see what I speak. And what do you see? A raise in consciousness. But 45 goes down. And people rise up. So whether that is the manifesting national rebellion or is it a manifestation of the collective energy going into a new timeline, that is yet to be determined and yet to be seen. But that is the message overall. So I find it to be very informative. You guys let me know in the comments section below what you guys think. Do not forget to watch my 2 previous videos. In the meantime, thank you for engaging the content. Thank you for watching. I love you. Have a great night. I'll see you all next time. Until then, peace out.